Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is a new day. I still got a little bit of sleep in my throat, but please believe my teeth have been brushed. I'm not coming to you crusty, trust and believe. Today's gonna be a hectic day. I have a Zoom Christmas party online with the women's ministry at my church, so I have to put on makeup. I haven't put on makeup in so long, and I've been enjoying the privilege and the opportunity to grow my eyebrows out after being shaded by an eyebrow experience. So I got the privilege to grow them out, kind of fix them up. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wear some makeup today, and I have to find something red. The team has to wear something red, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm feeling a little hungry right now, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna eat, but I'm definitely gonna start with some tea or some coffee. Not sure what I want, but we do have our moss from last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that prepared, and we're gonna do that together as well. Then after I prepare the moss, I'll figure out what I'm gonna drink. So let's go make that moss. Oh, for those of you who have not subscribed, I'm Nastassja, also known as Keto Jamaican Girl. On this channel, I share keto tips, keto tricks, and delicious keto recipes full of flavor. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click that subscribe button right there. And don't forget to click the bell, because sometimes I go live and I cook live with you guys. So let's go and make this moss and start the day with something warm to, to remove the gas, to get rid of the gas. My grandmother used to say that. She always needed tea to get rid of gas. But okay, let's go. So if you watched yesterday's video, this was the moss that we left in the filtered water to sit overnight. And you see that the SeaMoss has plumped up very well. You see that they're juicy, nice and juicy here. So I'm going to go over to my pot, and I'm going to prepare my pot to let the SeaMoss boil for a little bit. But I'm going to add some special things to the pot to give my SeaMoss some flavor. Everybody prepares their SeaMoss differently. Some people don't boil it at all. Some people just go raw with this now and just blend it out. I don't like to do that. I prefer to boil it a little bit to add some flavor to my moss. And that's what I like to do, okay? So let's go prepare my pot. Now to my pot, I'm going to add 2 cinnamon sticks here. Now to that, I'm going to add 1 bay leaf. And then to that, I'm going to add a cup of water. And the cinnamon and the bay leaf is going to help to get rid of the rawness and the taste of the SeaMoss. But before I add my SeaMoss to the pot, I'm going to let the cinnamon and the bay leaf add flavor to my water. I'm using filtered water, but if you have access to alkaline water, that would be even better. So my whole house smells, don't mind me using the incorrect pot covers. That's something I do. Y'all gotta pray for me. I'm a little ratchet. But yeah, my whole house smells like cinnamon. And you can see there the water has turned a little brown there. So now I can be sure that the water is infused with the bay leaf and the cinnamon. And guys, I'm telling you, the flavor from this right here is so good. And you see little chunks. I don't know if you can see there, little chunks of the cinnamon broke off in the water. That's fine, because I blend that up in my SeaMoss, and it gives my SeaMoss such a nice flavor. So now I'm going to go ahead now and add my SeaMoss to this. I'm going to turn the water down so I don't splash hot water on myself. And then I'm going to put the SeaMoss that I had soaking last night with the water that it was soaking in. I don't throw away the water it was soaking in, because there's nutrients in that water. We don't want to waste that. So I'm going to throw the SeaMoss that was soaking along with its water into this. So here goes our SeaMoss. Let's see if I can multitask and not spill. Ooh, help me, Jesus. All right. The girl is multitasking. No splashes yet. Bless the Lord. And now we're just gonna let that drop in. Now, what I've been doing of late at this part, I start cutting up the SeaMoss, because after it's finished, I'm gonna let it boil for no more than, and not even high boil, like medium or low boil, for about 15 minutes just to soak up some of the cinnamon flavor. But I'm gonna cut some of these up, because I don't want it to wrap around my blade and break my blade. I don't have a Vitamix yet. If you guys want to sew into my Vitamix ministry, I will leave my Cash App below so you guys can help me to get a Vitamix. But yeah, I don't have a Vitamix. I'm going to be using my food processor, and I don't want to mess up my blade. So I'm going to cut these up, because you see they're really thick. I don't want it to, yeah. So I'm going to cut that up, and I'm going to let this sit in medium to low heat for about no more than 15 minutes. So I'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay, so the kids had cereal for breakfast, so I feel like that is a ticket for me to not cook any breakfast this morning. So I have this Too Good yogurt here, the black cherry flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and empty my Too Good yogurt into my bowl. And it's not quite cereal, but it will do. I cleaned out my Too Good yogurt container. Now I'm going to add a little bit of macadamia nut milk, the unsweetened vanilla macadamia nut milk. And I'm going to just loosen up my yogurt just a little bit there. So I probably should use a fork for this. I'm going to stir that all around until it becomes well incorporated. So that's my yogurt after I mix it around with my macadamia nut milk. I think in a previous video I used coconut cream. You can use whatever high fat, low carb addition you want to use. So sometimes I use coconut cream. Today I'm using macadamia nut milk. Now to this I'm going to add some stevia to sweeten it up, because I like the Too Good yogurts, but a lot of times I feel like it needs a little sweetness. So I'm going to add some stevia to that. So I'm going to go with 1 packet, and if when I'm eating my my little yogurt bowl here it's not sweet enough, I'll go back in with another packet. So I'm going to just mix this around. So satisfying. Look at that. Alright, now I'm going to take my spoon out to make my bowl real cute. Now to that I'm going to add some chia seeds for additional healthy fat and fiber. I'm going to put a little bit of chia seed here. That's about a tablespoon of chia seeds. And then to that, I'm going to add some unsweetened coconut flakes. You know, that's also some healthy fat there and also some flavor. I wanted to make it cute, but it is what it is at this point. So that's about a tablespoon of unsweetened coconut flakes. And the coconut flakes smell so good. I ordered these online. If you guys need the link for this, I'll put the link in my description box. And then to that, I'm going to add some Sola granola. I ordered it in a bundle. I'll put that in the link too if you guys are wanting to try this little breakfast, yogurt breakfast situation here. But yeah, it's a nice way to take a break from cooking, but still have a high fat, low carb breakfast. So add about a serving of this is 2/3 cups, so I'm eyeballing about that much of the Sola granola. And I don't know about you, but I like the contrast of fruit and a nut butter. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of this. I don't know if it's in focus. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of this smooth almond butter, no sugar, no salt added. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of this to my yogurt bowl, and I'm done. So you know with these nut butters, you got to kind of mix it around. I think I was watching I was watching Shelly's Keto Adventures, and she mentioned something about keeping your nut butters upside down so you don't have to do this mixing thing every time. So I think I'm going to try that after today. I totally forgot after I watched her video to try it. So yeah, here goes about a tablespoon of unsweetened almond butter, and I'm just going to add that right here to the side. And this is going to just add a nice contrast to the cherry flavor, the blueberry flavor in the granola, and it's also additional healthy fat. That's my dryer again. It's not the cutest, but it tastes delicious. So yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy that, and I just need you guys to get into Kanaya's outfit right now because she's giving looks in the house. You know, quarantine got us not really going anywhere. Now coming in from I don't know what country, this child is Jamaican and American, and she is affiliated with other cultures that I couldn't even tell you, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yes, cue the fashion music right here. Giving looks, and sachet, and twirl, and give the looks, and looks. So it's been about 15 minutes with the moss on low boil, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the fire off. I'm going to let this sit and cool, and then we're going to go ahead and blend it up. Okay, so I used my fork and I took out the bay leaf and the cinnamon stick, so I'm left with this. This is the SeaMoss with the cinnamon and the bay leaf infused in it. So now I'm going to throw it into my food processor here, and then I'm going to blend it all up. So throwing my SeaMoss in. Alright, and I'm going to put the camera down, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to blend it. Okay, so my moss is finished being blended, and you can see here it comes out to a very jelly-like consistency. If you're finding that you're blending your moss and it's not coming out like this, you can add a little more filtered water to it to get to this consistency that you want. When I add this to my hot drinks, it gives it a really creamy, foamy texture, so it's great for smoothies, great for hot drinks. When you put this in the fridge, it's gonna firm up a little bit. And what I do is I put about a tablespoon or two of it in my hot drinks or in my smoothies, and then I use my milk frother to just dissolve it again, because it's been liquefied by this process that we put it through. It's been turned into this jelly. So once you put it in a hot drink, it just dissolves. So it's perfect. So what I do is I add them to these jars. This jar I believe I got from Walmart, but these I get from Dollar Tree, so it's not hard to find these jars. And I believe that the mixture I just made is going to fill up 2 of them. But yeah, you can get these with no markings from Dollar Tree, and these with markings I get from Walmart. So I'm going to fill these up and I'll be right back. So I blended up my moss, and I got precisely 2 jars filled up to the top line with about a cup of moss. Once again, the person that I get my moss raw from is TallmanJuice. I'm going to tag him in the description below, as I mentioned before, and he also has a YouTube channel where he shares all of his healthy stuff. So contact him however you can. So Junior also wants to say hello. Kevin has a word for the people of God.
Jesus can praise his sons. He's a good guy.
Jesus is a good guy?
Yeah. He takes care of us. He give us water. God is the man's good guy.
God is a good guy, yeah.
A lot of times God gives us presents.
A lot of time God gives us presents?
Christmas on Jesus' birthday.
Yeah, amen. So that's the word. Do you have a prayer on your heart? You want to pray for the people?
Later.
Alright, so we'll pray for them later, alright? Okay, so I'm going to be using the chicken that I meal prepped yesterday to make myself a little wrap. I warmed up some of the prepped rotisserie chicken, so I'm just going to lay some on here. So this chicken is nice and warm and full of seasoning, because I made sure to handle that with my meal prep. It's always good to have chicken prepped, because I was hungry, didn't know what to eat, and I was like, oh, I just remembered I have chicken. So I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on here as well. I shaved up some Colby Jack. And I'm going to put some tomato. I hope I'm not overstuffing. I'm also going to put some avocado. And I'm going to put some onion. You guys know I love to pack on the veggies. I'm going to put some onion in there, and I'm also going to put some bell pepper. And then to that, I'm going to add some butter lettuce leaves here. I stopped buying romaine lettuce because it seems like every other month there's like a recall on romaine lettuce and I can't keep up with it. So I had a batch here that I bought and I had to throw them away because there was a recall again. So that's what I'm left with. So I'm gonna put a little bit of, oops, I made a little mess there, a little bit of ranch dressing just to bring it all together. And this will be my lunch. So I'm going to wrap this now as best I can without tearing it. I am no professional at wrapping, so here is my best attempt. Messy hands. Oh, you guys know how that creeps me out. But I'm just tucking sides in and rolling, tucking the sides in and rolling. And then I end up with that. With so many layers of flavor, so delicious. They're cute, like a little professional. Yeah, this is going to be lunch. So I'm gonna make this and then get ready for the Zoom Christmas party that I told you guys about. But I just don't want to go into the party hungry and then having to snack while I'm in there. So I'm going to eat this and then I'll see you guys back when I'm ready for the party. So I just came out of the Christmas party that I was telling you guys about. I am sweating. I would show you guys the whole look, but I'm sweaty because we had that much fun. It was really great meeting with my sisters in Christ at my church. But we didn't go to the church. As I said, we had a Zoom Christmas party, but it was a lot of fun and I'm tired. So I'm gonna close out the vlog right here. For those of you who have not subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button right there. Just click it right there. And click the bell too. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!